Hi YouTube, my name is Sale and welcome back to another episode of Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Previously we hit Sigma Sending. Today I'm a little on edge because my laptop's Wi-Fi connection is not working and it's getting me worried. It's 3:32 a.m. and I'm also worried because I'm going to be losing sleep over this. I hate technical problems, those things trigger me. But anyway, we just recently got through Sigma Sending.
Isn't that obvious?
Okay, we already got to the part where we need to move. Now from there, we just got to Sigma Sending. Or was it the end, the true ending? Look at Sigma's face. Now, last time we were here in the director's office. Well, actually, we just finished Sigma Sending. I think the password that Luna gave me is for this. I think. I'll just head in there and see what happens. I'm just gonna read Steiner here.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are. Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password.
I think Sigma.
See if we can find any other clues.
I think Sigma Sending was the password.
This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Remember death. I think he's talking about his death from the antimatter explosion. Another reading Steiner moment. Why are they showing Alice toys? And now Sigma remembers. Oh wow. And I was rushed too when I wrote this. I can't even read my own writing on this. But I think I got it. No, actually, no, I don't. No, that still can't be explored. back. Ah. Oh, this part is green. Just gonna jump here. Tie up some loose ends.
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
I hope my connection comes back. At least on my laptop.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
What are you talking about? And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
Yeah, he'll being a dick as usual.
Fine. Here.
Right.
Damn.
Of
It really
course.
looks wonky. With that kind of effect going on with your vision.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
All the girls worried.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tumocularine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
Corny. turns out your arms are fake.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What?
Sigma! What are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway. Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
Oh.
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma. But... I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I probably have to skip this week because of that.
The number 9 door
Technical
has
problems.
been
I don't know how to
opened.
fix them.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Huh?
Oh. Ooh, some struggle going on.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go! Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I? What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go.
Ooh. Oh snaps. That's a creepy ass laugh.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die! You senile old fuck!
Senile.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Sarcasm aside. Back at the infirmary.
Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
All the girls are happy, including Phi.
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Oh, hey Alice.
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room. That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so... Yes.
On the other side of the number 9 door.
Oh.
With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I'm right here.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Hang on, his face changes when you leave it there. You should open his mouth by now. Then cooperate.
Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me and now I'm better. Thanks.
Or is it here where he makes that face? Yep.
You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life. It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time. Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
There was.
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soberil. No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Atom is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie. No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop.
Good job.
I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
That face.
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time. However, I do think Clover has half a point. That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense. Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Kappa. Sigma. Actually, he's all... he just got called C now. Kappa.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
You're included Including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Kappa.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense. Maybe she wasn't murdered. Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6?
And killed herself? Maybe she was killed somewhere else. And then someone carried her in there.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something. Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Kurashiki.
Nope. You?
Nope. Ah.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy Doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy Doll is a password of some sort.
Just gonna record this on the memo in case I need it.
Beats me. Yeah.
Alice! What's wrong? Alice! Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Damn it!
This again? How far am I on this flowchart? Give me a few. Okay, so I'm almost to an ending. Oh yeah, Quark got the accelerator, but Alice didn't.
Goodbye.
Now, whose ending is this? So far, we got Dio, Sigma, K, Tenmyoji, Clover. I got 6 so far. Clover, Hellas, Sigma, Tenmyoji, K, and need to check. my internet works. Well, rather, if my adapter works. Man, why is my internet not working? Rather, why is my thing not working? Man. I upload every weekend. This is not fair. Talk about being nipped in the bud over some technical problem. Those are the worst. We still got half an hour in. I think it was Quark's ending that we got. I think that's the 6th ending we got. And I can't skip these, by the way. Who's ending? Quark's ending? What? Seriously? Ah, okay. Bye-bye. Off to the next. That's game over. That's Tenyoji's ending. Oh, let's see if I can figure this out. Oh my god. Just gonna skip. Let me see. Oh. It actually fits. Let me see. Okay. When you can't read your own handwriting. No. I'll have to see one of the endings. It's probably this one.
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up. Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions. Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it. Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember, GTF BML 016.
Awful handwriting really fucks me over. At least my own handwriting. Actually, I don't need these anymore. Just gonna erase some stuff. There we go. It's really hard to run on a 3DS screen, by the way.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you. There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna jump back here. Skip. Oh, sorry about that. Should just put this up. Is it this one? Just the password? No sound. No. Now I'm gonna have to jump someplace else. If you find a two-headed lion.
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. Cannot forget. see a lion with 2 heads devouring the sun. Remember these letters. Milkevoli.
Oh, so that's why I wrote it for. Now I see.
This will open the second gate.
I just wanted you to see that. Key to gate 2. Okay, 3rd round. Let's see if this key works. Okay. What if that is the ID? Ooh, I did it. And what happens next?
What's wrong? What? How did you figure out the login? What the hell do you mean you just knew it? Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this. What? I don't... Sure. Fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer? Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying. And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. Alright. Let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
Golem details.
Looks like it. Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Oh snaps. It's Luna.
Yeah. There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
It's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
Golem.
I see. Luna was a golem. And DML016 was her product ID. I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will. Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status. Probably. What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature. Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room. And the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say...
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
Right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense. Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status? You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Who was I paired with? This.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look. What are the last 3 digits of her product ID? And where have we seen that before? We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
Can we just skip to the crew quarters? There we go. Alice, syringe.
Yeah.
And I trust him.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Oh yeah, I guess guess find our pairs in this. Me and the Yora. Wait, who are we with? Do we know who we're with?
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Two minutes remain until polling closes.
Yeah, go ahead. Wait! Sigma!
That is creepy.
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
She's probably planning on participating in the game. Yeah. Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote allies, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass. Yeah. Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a GAULEM. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her. Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling
I
closes.
can't do this to Luna.
9, 8,
But you know what?
7, 6,
For the
5,
sake of something different,
4,
I'm gonna choose betray on this.
And I trust him.
2, 1.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit ally and see if I get betrayed instead.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
My Yor is gonna hate me.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Hey, Sigma! Are you insane? Why the hell did you choose Ally? That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already. Then she let the system vote Ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah. Let's go have a look.
It's just fine.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah. That means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave? You sure?
Why care about Quargalism? I think what you're going to look for is Luna.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
Well, she's the Yora. Try to ensure humanity's survival.
Luna.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Wait,
Star keys are required to open the gates.
didn't we use the star keys for this?
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
Okay. She's not in here. My hand hurts. Anyway. Nowhere to be around. Nowhere to be around. Just a couple of dead bodies everywhere. And we get into...
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you. There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the GAULEM Bay, correct? Take a look. See the lock? Yeah. There's only one person who could have opened it. All right, let's head in.
Suspense all over the place. Oh, it's a treatment center.
I think they're treatment pods of some sort. One of them is lit up. The glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside. Yeah.
Who's in there? Quark? Actually, what happened to this branch? Okay. Still haven't gotten anywhere far. Just looking at the flow chart.
This is it.
Oh, look at Quark.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure. What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
Damn.
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And what's that the same number as? Where did we find the old woman's corpse? And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it any time she wanted.
Jumping the gun, aren't we?
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice. She could also have murdered Dio and Kay.
Oh, come on. That's far-fetched.
Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay.
You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive. But look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out. Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
Okay, what was that about?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
Like, we just leave like that?
Huh?
Oh, fuck, damn.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here! No. You don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
Ooh, that's a facial turn.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
What times have I heard that? Luna's waiting. Oh wow.
You knew? Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time. Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps? Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning. Why do you think so? Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her? Then why are you so sure? What?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Pretty much.
Wait, when did that happen? Isn't that against the rules?
Smart.
What do you mean?
Alice died so many times.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Then how to deal with it?
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine? What? Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma. You were right.
This again?
I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right. Well, first, yes, Theo did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it. Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily. But that's because Zero Jr. lured him here. Theo wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come. In a way. Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project. I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Theo found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in. To make sure Zero's project failed.
Come again? Okay.
His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms. Counting from the left in their original placement. Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up. Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either. Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me. Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in. Because I was ordered to.
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes, our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say.
Damn.
You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility. Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
Heartbroken robot.
Yes. No. She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from. Yes. Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose technically my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr. too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me. Then, maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me. You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me. Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room. Yes, I think so.
Some metagame
Well, whatever
bullshit.
the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes. Yes.
Oh. Man, that's a sad expression I'm seeing. Or it looks sad in a sense.
That wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed. Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions. Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course. While we were fighting over it, You mean because I'm a golem? One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players, a human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die. No. I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he'd turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me. When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED. Yes. Correct. Yes. She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes. I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past. Yes. I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do. He seemed pretty surprised to find my body. It didn't take him long to get over it, though. He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo. Yeah, but he couldn't find it. Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome. No, I don't think so. I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman. Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons.
Yes. It's the name of the organization he belongs to. I don't think so. I don't really know. I'm afraid not.
This is one long dialogue. I'm almost 2 hours in.
Yes. I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side. May I continue? He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you? fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile little shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
Ooh.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you going to beat us to death or something?
No. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white door's open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Penalize. What's with the pronunciations with penalize? Penalize.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floorview warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio. Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point. Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil. Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand. Yes. As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
We have to sit by and watch this? Man.
Yes. After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful. Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Sigma being so coarse.
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket. I told him where it was. Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji? Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word. Yes. Right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying. Yes. The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it. I took it off. Aluminum foil. Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet. Yes.
Sigma.
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod. Oh, that's easy. I put him there. Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay. Yes. No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery. That's right.
Boy, this is gonna be one long episode.
Tell you what. To play the nonary game. That was part of the project. Because she was infected with Radical 6. Zero Senior and the old woman did that. It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed. Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me. I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place. Yes. I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth. Yes.
She looks worried.
So that he could pose as one of the participants. To disrupt the project. The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail. Sigma. Would you hug me?
Come again? Oh.
This feels nice.
Oh. Oh. She's deteriorating.
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber. But after Clover gave me the tubocurarine... Does it scare you?
Oh, man.
This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real. You believed in me this whole time.
Them feels, man. At the end.
Even though I look like this? Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up. I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it. Yes. That was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted. Yes, very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
Them feels though.
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
Ooh.
Oh, Sigma. Thank you. I'm really glad I met you. I'm sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms. Thank you. Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
That was long. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. My name is Ale, and we got 2 endings out of this episode. Quark and Luna. Wow, that was so long. This is a long episode. 2 hours actually. Already past the 2-hour mark. Hopefully I can fix my internet by the time. Oh, well, if you've seen this video, obviously my internet's fixed. Right now it's not, well, not my internet, rather my adapter on my computer. What a pain in the ass. But that's 2 videos of Zero Escape. I guess I'm almost done. It's just that, man, a lot of dialogue. Just. Oh well, after that I'll probably be playing Xenoblade or Monster Hunter. One of the 2. Both are pretty time consuming, so I'll have pretty play. But yeah, that was a lot of information. I still got 2 more endings to go. I think one of them is Phi and the other one is... Don't remember. I already got most of everybody, but anyway. Just waiting for the save screen. Luna had the most feels. That one's gonna have a lot of feels in it. And she was actually the first ending I was about to head into, but I didn't know the password at the time. How many endings are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 endings so far. Wow, we're getting somewhere. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. My name is Ale, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.